kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Here now comes the Jets offense, and the man that will be captaining the ship at 6'3", it's Sam Darnold.
Year 3 now of Sam Darnold being the starting quarterback with the New York Jets. And as you might expect, some ups and downs along the way. That's what happens with young quarterbacks. Last year, 19 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, had to play through some sickness and injury. But the Jets really believe in this guy and showed it by upgrading their offensive line in order to get him more protection moving forward.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
25, Melvin.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Down behind the line of scrimmage.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. Leading them out, the man known as Danny Dimes, their 2nd-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing, Jones. Completes it to Lee. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Elliott. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
He was brought down
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 22 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a 1st quarter lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your 1st drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the 1st drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A.J. Klein. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Sam Martin now. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. He goes airborne, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
On 2nd and a yard, Jones, he completes it to Evans. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On second down now. It's Elliott, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Jones, off play action. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
At the 26-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
To number 38.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
You circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
1st and 10.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Forced, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Now 3rd down and long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Again for Evans. This time he's got him. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. End zone caught. Touchdown Seattle. Mike Evans. As the first half is winding down, and the Seahawks add on to their lead.
For the point after.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Sam Martin set
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Jones off the bootleg. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
He was covered by
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Elliott. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 31. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Again, it's Elliott. A gain of 8. First down, Seattle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Jones off the play fake. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's good.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Jones now on first down. And he's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
The stop made by Miles.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And caught by Henry. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Complete to Keenan Allen.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just run and bleed the game out that way.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. With a man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Darnold completes it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Darnold down to throw. He's got Allen. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here. And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Jones. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off play action. Jones is going to let this go deep for Lee. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Incomplete.
First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete. Sets up.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's got the hook up to Lee. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Final score, Seahawks